Well, hey guys. So I got on early. I'd been trying to hold off playing the seventh night, so that I could play it a little bit closer to the time of actually releasing the video. There's our thing here. I just got on early. I had an hour and a half ish left in game before nighttime, so I thought I'd get on early. Kind of put up those lights. Something I thought about. I got a couple ideas about some other things too. But I've been doing a little bit of testing in creative as creative gets, to try and see if there's a way to, let's see, shovels are not necessary yet. They still haven't put gore blocks back in, I don't think. I came in here, boy, this is super lit up, isn't it? I came in here to put up those extremely bright spotlights that I'd made. Just to kind of make a little extra thing. I was going to maybe even try and figure out if there was something else I might want to do real quick before it happened. And I started hearing a dog barking, so I went out to go shoot the dog. Perfectly reasonable reaction. Am I wearing hats? What am I got going on? What am I got going on? I am wearing hats. I can't really tell if the light's on it, though. Do I have to do a little number? Probably have to do a dance here, don't I? Unless I changed the button or I'm hitting G on accident. Anyway. There was a whole freaking horde with like bees and dogs, and it seemed like a seventh night horde, quite frankly. Didn't even really have that good a loot. While we're sitting waiting for a horde that may never show because it might have already come, just by virtue of the patch happening in between. I was thinking about a couple of problems that I'm having right now. One is I don't like the idea of having to repair so much. The only way I can think of to kill zombies without requiring repair, off the top of my head, is fall damage. So, and I don't know exactly how to go about doing that. I seem to think if you make a big enough wall and put ladders, they will climb up and then fall off. I don't know how successful that'll be, how much you can keep from actually having to repair if they're going to punch too. I don't know if they will go to a ladder behind them to get up, or it has to be, the ladder needs to be on the wall that faces the zombie for it to be a successful, not get hit by the zombiness. So I was yakking. I didn't even hear a honk. Nor did I notice if that horde that I'd killed already was feral. They also could change it where it doesn't come right at the honk like it did last season. But I'm not being feralized, that's for sure. The gig right now, and I think there's a couple ways to do it because I don't think I'm doing it in the most efficient way. I think you might need room over it. I have my little well, crap. Well, the zombies aren't behaving. Let's go ahead and maybe I should have kept that open anyway. I have my little bathtub in here that I've been using, and I just cleared out. Well, no, I didn't. I guess I was thinking about clearing out a spot above it because I think that might mess it up, where you can only fill one bottle. Apparently, you can put it down and then fill 3 bottles and then pick it back up. Anyway, that's something that I think is not intended, and I think because it's relying on a bug, which is something I don't want to do. I want to find a better way of doing that. Now, I was kind of looking again through patch notes, trying to figure out through a mechanic that they had mentioned. I think it was in 3.13.2. There's a mechanic where they really aren't showing up, are they? I just pre-killed the horde. That was a stealthy ninja kill on the zombies, I guess. That's kind of a letdown. But it does mean more exploration probably starting today. We also need to get more legit seeds for trees. That's also a priority. I need a beaker, need tool and die kit, which I don't know what for, but eventually I need ammunition nation. Need the mini bike book. Let's see. It would be nice to find a desert for both sand making glass properties and shale making gas properties. I'd like to find a lake, and this ties into what I kind of started talking about and didn't finish talking about. Apparently, there's something just for gameplay. Jeez, I'm really just gonna be looking at a freaking grate all night, yakking my face off with a stuffy nose and a sore throat, and first thing in the morning and all that goodness. All right, I'm pretty much giving up. Giving up on this. Where's my loot? Where's my bad loot here? Well, crap. Sorry about that, guys. I guess I ruined my fun by killing the horde. I thought it was like, I better kill this horde, otherwise it's going to be a hassle. And then as I was doing it, I started realizing, you know, this is kind of like a Seventh Night horde. The constituents of this party, very clearly reminiscent of that. So, unfortunately, I think I might have boned the horde. Let's see if I were to just put one book out here and scrap it. What are we at? 158. Matter of fact, let's keep it simple. Let's put this back for now. And we go in here and we scrap this. What do we get? We get 15. Okay. But what if I were to look into recipes for paper and do one of those? Then it's 20. And it goes a lot quicker. So, wait a minute, it's 60 to make one, isn't it? So it's not, you're not really winning anyway. But let's see, if I were to do this, yeah, needs 64. So it's still not, you can't just go back and forth without serious loss. You're going to lose a third of your papers by making books, but it's definitely a more compact way of storing your paper. So that's that, and let me look at this too. I don't know if I have the right materials. As far as I can tell, each one of these iron, let's see, 152, we're at 336, 151, well, 151, 336, 150, 341. So it does add 5 iron to the forge every one of these, which is the same as the scrap iron here. So this, I think, if I were to go scrap, it would one at a time. It works like that. Is there a recipe for? Oh, there isn't a recipe. So if you scrap these one at a time, it'll add 1. But I think if you take like, if you take like a big stack of this. And let's just overdo it by 1. If I were to scrap 10, see, it's only going to give me 7. So it's like, I don't know, 3/4 of this if you do it. But if you do them one at a time, if you don't mind scrapping this stuff one piece at a time, then you can get a 1-to-1 ratio with that. Which I can see moments in inventory management where that could be a reality, an option. And I am pretty much ready to go out and start doing things. What do we have for food parts? That's not where I keep the food parts. We have enough to make 9 pig and biscuits. Whatever I'm trying to say here. So let us work on making 9 thing deals here. I'm guessing that what I read something about in the patch notes, or in I think it was 13.7, right? I think this might be fixed. The weird kind of timing discrepancies. If you set it up to be about the right time frame here, looks like that's going to burn way longer than it needs to cook that stuff. Still leaves me plenty of meat to make stew for when I need to make stew again. Coffee. Tea, I think we're pretty good on. Matter of fact, have an excess of it for now. This stuff I'm saving for when I actually do find the desert and go to make a day in it. Plus, I think the Yucca juice kind of works like that as well. I think I also mentioned that I was going through the XMLs and kind of toned down a lot. I just took the vanilla XML again, and everything that gave food, I just added 5 to it. So it's a little better. Takes a little bit of the edge off, but it's not real noticeable on the larger, more functional foods. Really, probably makes the most difference with things like blueberries. So I might start eating blueberries now and again, just to fill in the gaps, which I think would be hilarious. Okay, we're doing good on that. Let's see if we look at the map here. So I did that, and I did the same with thirst, where anything that gave thirst just added 5 to it. So I'm thinking this is the road we're going to take. Might even want to go with some of this. We did make a couple of points of. You know what? I might as well just do that. Fully commit. Made a couple of points of wellness in the middle of the night there, so we can afford to take the 1 wellness hit on the alcohol, I guess. I am thinking about changing the loot back down to vanilla loot, and maybe even cranking up the zombie. I don't know, difficulty or numbers. Maybe the numbers of zombies. I thought this would have been a poor episode to do it, but it sure doesn't look like it really matters much, does it? I pre-ordered my horde, and I got early access to it, I guess. Huh. I think I'm gonna kind of actually go out now. I think I'm done with the sitting in here. We'll see if we can take these next 2 hours and change minutes. We'll creep across town here. I just gotta think south. I don't know where my marker is pointing me north. Yeah, those caves would be cool to check out at some point too. Why do I have my Steam stuff giving me crap? Hold on. I see what's going on playing the game in the recording resolution, but my desktop resolution is native to my monitor, which is a different aspect ratio. So the mouse isn't going to show up where it probably you'd think it ought to show up. It seemed like such a great idea to throw down these lamps right here. I was even going to get fancy about it and maybe drop some ramps around them so the zombies definitely didn't stop and punch them. But I never got that far. I'm pretty sure the light on my head isn't attracting zombies, but I'm not for certain on that. And I guess if I'm, what was that light over there? Is that an angle issue? I guess if I've got the alcohol, I don't really need to rely on sneaking. I'm going to be exploring anyway. I'm going to be running, so pig. So this could be fun actually if I sneak around in the middle of the night with food on my bar or food in the headshots on pigs, man. Elusive. Oh, plus I'm using stone arrows I think now. Doesn't matter, does it? Oh, this is important. We can't screw this up, otherwise we'll have a problem. Oh my god. Well, I guess I'm feeling morally obligated to kind of try and do something remotely interesting. Oh, here I go again, being the guy without the knife. I feel obligated to try to do something interesting. Oh, and I still have the chair. I don't need the chair. Probably better to have that like that, though. And maybe not necessarily walk around with drink in my hands here. Huh. Again, I think I see one out there. Yeah. See how quickly they move when they get the scent. This could be terrifying, especially as I keep looking off to the side. All of a sudden she'll be running at me, and I won't even see. Or is that a dude? Oh, well, crap. Alright, this is demystifying nighttime zombies to me. I'm finding them suddenly demystified. Probably unwise. At some point, I think there's a good, healthy aspect to being afraid of nighttime zombies, but... I mean, that is running, right? That's what they look like when they're running. Hey, pig. I mean, I won't have a lot of free time going from hunted. At least that's a difference. Where's that pig? Oh, he's getting chased by a dude, bro. Whoops. Also, the back checks are probably more important, more regularly. Oh, good one, guy. Well, those guys throw up a lot of appendage in front of their heads, don't they? But not enough. I'm also using a crappy turkey leg. Ooh, you see that purple puffer coat? No, it's not 600 purple puffer coat. It's not legit. Probably with a sniper rifle, this would be a lot easier, too. Skill in archery. I don't have to hit stuff. Wow. See that? I thought I would hit. Oh, bummer. Ugh. Alright. Zombies are becoming real. I'm going to start chasing that pig around. Yeah, probably the worst time to be going pig hunting. We have, what, an hour and 10 minutes? Look at all these pigs, though. Maybe I'm just not on this side of town very often. That doesn't seem like she's running, though. She's not going after a pig, though. Maybe she gets a little faster when she's going after something. Let's ask her politely. Let's explain it. Let's explain it better. See, is she running? That seems like running, doesn't it? So, okay. It's... Uh-oh. See, his head does less obnoxious things. Oh. Ah! I should have realized that was not him. Okay, I need to pay better attention, especially like bleeding stuff. I'm not really looking over there. I probably should be looking over there a lot more. Speaking of looking, I think this is where we want to go. It's best that I guess we're getting later in the day, as this is less explored area. Is that a bear? Is that a freaking... What are our thoughts on bears right now? Seems like an excessively complicated time to be worrying about bears. Although... What? What did I not get there? Did I not get stuff? That seemed weird. Is that how things are now? I don't know if I needed to do that. Is that normal? Did I just experience a normal thing? That seemed like that all happened so quickly. I have to look at my settings, make sure that something didn't ninja change on me. That sure seems a lot different than I remember it.